When we talk about solo leveling, most fans only focus on the strongest hunters, the S ranks, the national level powerhouses, and of course, Sung Jin-Woo himself. But have you ever wondered, who are the weakest hunters? Those who had no chance of survival in the dangerous world of dungeons. Today, we're flipping the script. We're not looking at the powerhouses. We're talking about the worst hunters in solo leveling. But first, let's break down how we're going to address this topic. Firstly, we are going to talk about the ranking system in solo leveling. Then we're going to discuss why the ranking system is not an accurate measure. And finally, we are taking a look at the 6 worst hunters. In solo leveling, hunters are ranked from E class, the weakest, all the way to S class, the elite. Once assigned a rank, it's permanent, unless you're Jin-Woo, of course. Strength, magic ability, endurance. It all determines where you fall on the scale. But here's the issue. This ranking system isn't always accurate. Just because you're a high rank doesn't mean you're strong. And just because you're a low rank doesn't mean you're completely useless. There are many factors that make a great hunter, and some just don't have what it takes. Take Lee Min-sung, for example. He's an A rank on paper, but in reality, he was terrible. He only cared about fame, crumbled under pressure, and couldn't even handle the ants in Jeju Island. Rank alone doesn't tell the full story. And on the other side, there are low-rank hunters who had some potential but were just completely outclassed. So, let's break down the weakest hunters in solo leveling, starting from the absolute bottom. Starting off, we have Han Song-yi, a friend of Jin-Woo's sister, an 8 E rank. She had 0 combat ability and only joined because she had no other choice. She constantly needed saving and barely contributed in fights. In the world of hunters, she was practically useless. Number 5, Park Byum-shik. This guy's story was tragic. A D rank hunter who went back into dungeons to support his family, only to be instantly killed by the statues in the double dungeon. He didn't stand a chance, and unlike other D ranks, he wasn't even fit for battle. Number 4, Yoo Jin-ho D rank. Now, Jin-ho is an interesting case. He's weak, yes, but he's smart. He figured out how to support Jin-Woo, which is the only reason he survived. But when it comes to actual fighting, he was completely helpless, relying more on expensive armor than actual skill. Number 3, Hwang Dong-suk C rank. Dong-suk had some combat skills, but his biggest weakness was his ego. He tried to act tough because of his S rank brother, but in reality, he was nothing special. And when he finally picked a fight with Jin-Woo, he got destroyed. Number 2, Ju-yi B rank. This one hurts. Ju-yi was a B rank healer, but due to trauma, she couldn't function in battle. She would freeze up and couldn't even use advanced healing techniques like cloaking. In the world of hunters, that makes her a liability. Number 1, Lee Min-sung A rank. And finally, the worst hunter in solo leveling, Lee Min-sung, an A rank in title only. Weak mindset, no actual skills, and completely crumbled when put under real pressure. He had one moment to prove himself in Jeju Island, and he failed miserably. And there you have it, the weakest hunters in solo leveling. While raw strength matters, mindset and skill are just as important. Some hunters may have had high ranks, but when it really counted, they were completely useless. What do you think? Should anyone else be on this list? Let us know in the comments.